everyone, welcome back. We're back in the world of Eorzea. Got a lot planned today. First, I want to start off with you leave quests because we haven't done those yet. I thought it would be fun to show what leave quests are. Then also I wanted to show guild hests. Because we haven't done those yet, and then that'll help get, because I wasn't able to get everything to 15 yet. That might help get to at least close to 15. Then we have class quests to do, and the little training things to go through, and then we'll probably get into our dungeons. So we have a lot to do today. So I'm right here in front of a leaf mate, which I just completed one, so I'm going to go ahead and turn that in, collect my reward. That got to level 10, so that's great. I've already picked up a few, but you can pick up leaves from any of the leaf meats. Move this around. My shield bash and iron will. Iron will is your tank stance. It's always good to have that on. So you can pick up any of the leaf quests from these. They're in each city, and there's some in camps, and you can do battlecraft leaves, fieldcraft, which is gathering, and tradecraft, which is crafting. And then they give you a certain amount of things to do, and you complete those, turn them in, and you get a boost of experience. So I've got a few these little green markers on our mini map show our leave quests. So we'll go and do some of these. Then we'll do a guild test. Show what that is. And then go into the other stuff that's planned for today. So you go into your green circle. I'm almost in the green circle. There, I'm in the green circle. This one is called Going Green. Open up your journal. Select Going Green. Initiate. It's just letting me know that my aetheryte is not. Probably should have changed that, but that's okay. It gives you the difficulty. You'll also get a bonus for doing a difficulty, but right now I'm at the minimum level for these, so I'm not gonna up the difficulty right now. And then you start it. And this one wants me to defeat targets. So I have to find these targets, which is right here in front of me, and kill them. I only have my... Not close enough. Oh, that's not the thing I was thinking it was. That's my stun. Fight. This one I need to kill 3 leaf-bled roselings and 5 leaf-bled slugs. So we just got 1 roseling. Moving on to a slug. It's 1 slug. We hit that? No. And here's our next set. You think getting 2 of them should be okay. There's another roseling down. Oh, I keep forgetting that I have stuns. I always forget about the stuns. Next set should be the last set. Is up here. because after this, I believe 2 more slugs will spawn. And the roselings, they're a pain in the butt, because they're ranged. So if you're like right outside of, if you're fighting, like say for example that slug, I was all the way over there fighting that slug, and I just barely got into its range, and it's like, oh hey, I'm gonna attack you. As we learned in our training last week, don't stand in the glowing orange circle. Alright, now that one's complete. However, we do have another one. Once you complete a leave, it will give you the option to teleport back to the leave meet. In this situation, I'm not going to because we have another one right over here. Oh, was that one up on the... Yeah, I think that one's up on the tree. That one was a shroom with a view. Okay, initiate. Continue. Oh, nope, it's not. What's doing here? Oh, we're collecting items. So this is a different type of leave. Whereas, yes, I do have to kill things, I also have to collect items. And these mushroom logs, they're an item that you can collect. And when you click on them, it sometimes will spawn an enemy. Sometimes it'll just give you the item. Like that one spawned an enemy, so now I have to kill this enemy as well. Gone. That one did not spawn an enemy. There's all kinds of different leaves. Some of them you have to get a mob down to a certain health and then pacify it. Some of them are just collecting items. Some of them are a mix, like this one. I'm having to collect items and kill. And some of them are just killing mobs, like the last one we did. Imagine I'm probably forgetting one too, and I'm... Oh, there's escort leaves also, where you have an NPC that you have to get to a certain location, and along the way there will be enemies that you need to clear out before the NPC will move forward. Those can be kind of irritating at times because it can be kind of touchy. Oops, I got 2 this time. Oh well. You can have up to 4 leaves at a time. So I think right now I only have 3. But it's a good idea to go ahead and get them done before going back to the leaf meet. That way you get your work done and then you get your you can get all of your rewards at once. There's another one in this area. Guess these were both right here. Nice. Don't have to go anywhere. So, and then this is just eliminate enemies. I believe after you get to the 7th one, it does try to run away, and you have to kill it before it gets to its allies. If you don't, then it spawns more, and in order to finish your leave, you have to kill the additional mobs that spawn. That's number 2. And some leaves will have treasure coffers and bounty targets. If you find one that has a bounty target, if you kill the bounty, you get a boost in your reward with that as well. Oh, I think I may have gotten too much. Yeah, I got too much. Run off. Lose aggro. Shoot. I've cornered myself now. That is one bad thing about different classes is I don't have a heal now. No, unfortunately, I've used up all of my potions. Okay. Well, good. We regain health quickly. I just needed to lose aggro. Get that treasure. And now I'll go back and fight the slug again. What's that? Now, after I kill this one, we'll be down to our last one. And he will likely try to run away once he gets down to lower health. Wish I had my full. Yep, there he goes. I'm not gonna let him though. If you kill him before he gets to his allies, they won't spawn. Okay, then you can teleport back to the leaf meet and talk to them for your rewards. If it is a guild leave you seek, then I may just have the right one for you. Collect reward. Let me see here. Ah, yes. Our leave watches report that you completed all leave objectives within the allotted time. Well done, Katya Keisha. Let me ready your reward. So then you get a reward on the speed of completion, and when you up the difficulty level, you'll get a bonus for that as well. Okay, so that is leaves. Now we can go into a guild test. Oh, I think this is just the. Not sure if this is the correct one. Oh, after I've gotten. Oh, well, that was fast. Qs are pretty fast as tank. Tank and healer have the fastest Qs. Well, I don't think I have any food, do I? Oh, I do. Probably not what I need, but... And the tank will always, well, most of the time, be the one that does the pulling. Go into the circle, and it will spawn more enemies. And whenever going into a guild leave, or I miss this little dude. Guild leave or dungeon as a tank, always make sure to have your tank stance up. It helps with gaining and keeping of the word is escaping me. Enmity, which is hate. So if you keep your hate, you keep the enemies on you. If you lose hate, they go and hit somebody else, and then your healer is mad. And that's it for a guild test. So once I unlock Duty Roulette, you'll have oh wait, I did. Duty Roulette. I guess it's just because I didn't complete one. You'll have Duty Roulette, which will do a roulette through all of the guild tests that you have unlocked. And then also you'll have things for other, such as dungeons and trials and things like that. So since we just unlocked that, we'll go ahead and do that and get that bonus. Because you get a bonus once a day for completing that. So it's always good to do it every day. Usually it's not long. So while we wait, kill some random things. There it is. Okay, commence. Oh, and this is the next one. Ah. Yeah, see, they did not want to wait. Now this kind of guild house is killing the main boss, kind of mini boss sort of thing, but others will spawn. So the tank usually picks those up. That way it's not hitting everybody. But the main objective is to kill the main boss. Too bad, so accommodation. Every time you do a like a guild test, a trial, a dungeon, anything like that, at the end of it, you have the option to leave a accommodation, which just is saying, "Oh, hey, you did well at your job, so here's accommodation for you." And then as you gain accommodations, you get like achievement points of sorts. And those can be turned in for different things. Like, I think after you hit a certain amount of accommodations, you can get some like amount. There's titles and stuff like that. This is what I was talking about. There's 4 available. You have your allowances, and you can carry up to 16. So you get 4 per area that you can accept, and it adds to your leave quest list in your journal. You have a certain amount of allowances per day, and they accumulate. Because I haven't done a whole lot, that's accumulated a lot. So they add up. You can go up to 100, I believe. But if you don't use your guild has or your guild leaves, they won't go over 100. So this is a alternative to leveling. So you can use guild has and guild leaves to level up. Invest. Okay, this one, initiate. That's fine. See, this one now has upped my difficulty because I'm above the recommended level. So then you can confirm, and the enemies are a little bit more difficult to kill. So like, oh, we didn't get this one before. Okay, so this one is different. If you kill these enemies, they drop certain like special items if you have that leave quest. So like right now I'm gathering their eggs. So I kill them and it gives me a egg sack. I need 6 sacks of eggs. The tongue twister. Was trying to find one that had a bounty target, but I don't think I have any of them that have one. To kind of show what that bounty does, but might not be that lucky. After completing this... Oh, that nice person healed me. After completing this round, we'll move on to Limsa. to do the rogue quests. Oh, wait. This does have a bounty. All right. There we go. So this is not in our list of enemies to kill, and it's different from the enemies that we have to kill. But there's a bounty out for him, so if we kill him, we get the reward. And it can sometimes be a pretty nice reward. He's a little bit higher of level, though. I was wondering why this little mark was over here. All by itself. Okay, so now we go this way to complete this. The egg sacs that we need. This little guy's hiding. No, don't kill me. Sorry, little dude, I've been told. You gotta go. I get the feeling one of these is not going to drop what I need. Yep. It did not drop the items that I needed. That means you just have to kill him until you get it. Which is strange because I think this is the last one. And I still need 2 more. Unless he's gonna give me 2. Nope, he only gave me 1. Where is the little guy that I'm missing? Oh. Up here. Where are you hiding? There he is. That should be the last one. That's the last one. Okay. We have another one right here, which is Whale of a Tail. Oh, that's the next one on the list. Oh, okay. This one you have locations that you have to go to and purify, and enemies will attack. Come on, little dude. Come on down. So you clear out the enemies from that area, and then once everything is safe, you can purify the destination. Purify it. Area secure. Or we'll secure it. Not purify, but there are 4 locations. Once you get close to it, you're like, wait, something's not right here. Oh, this one has 2. Where's the other one? Oh, there he is. Purify your location, or secure your location. Looks like this is actually going to lead straight back into camp. I don't want to go back to camp, though. I've noticed a lot of them do that. It will lead close to camp, or, like, in this one's case, straight up to camp. Destination? No, come on. Secure the area. There we go. Oh, I have a treasure chest. Got an antidote. Getting a lot of antidotes, but not so much on the potions. I guess killing the mobs that spawn is the way of securing the area. Because you have one set of mobs and that's it. And that should... Come on, do it. There we go. Not yet. We've got one more over here. We have one on the other side. These don't take very long, and you get a decent amount of experience points for it. I mean, it's not like super fast way of leveling up, but it does help. And it's a lot faster than just going around and killing things. Well, I mean, that's essentially what you're doing, but you get a reward for it. So this is the same one as before, and it's going to be a little bit more difficult because we upped the difficulty. So again, with the mushroom logs. Gather the mushroom log. Oh, this one spawned another enemy. Kill your enemy. Don't stand in the glowy orange cone. That will hurt. And then move on to your next log. That one did not spawn anything. Oh, somebody else spawned the same leaf. Get your mushroom log. Oh. Oh, they're gonna help me. Oh. This is not. What is this? don't know where this guy came from. I'm not even 100% sure if he's the mob that I'm supposed to be killing. Oh, we're gonna kill it. Oh, it was. That's different. Almost dead. Go on to the last set. Kill the Roseling. Wonder if we can get these without aggroing that plant thing. Yep. Alright, we should have one more. So turn these in for our reward. And then move on to Limsa. Limsa and do our level. I think it's only 10 and 15. And after catching up on class quests, we can go to the training. Okay, what have we got here? Scent of a roselet. What does this want me to do? Oh, this is one of the pacify. Okay, so you can attack it. Trying to keep an eye on the health, and then you do an emote to pacify it, and it's happy, and it will stop attacking you. This little guy is in my way, so I'm gonna kill him. And we have to do that for 3. It's gonna be in my way too. Get its health down. Do your emote. And it's pacified. Yep, I knew he was gonna aggro. One more. Get its health down and then pacify. And there we go. Now we can teleport to the NPC because she should. Nope, I don't want the person. See, give us a reward now. And now we have a bonus for difficulty. Oh, this one has the bounties, so that'll give a bonus on that. And well, it looks like we didn't get the speed of completion bonus on that. There we go. On that one we did. Oh, that gave us some pants. I wonder if that's any better for... Oh, I'm on the wrong... No, 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 no. Don't do that. I'm on... Nope, that did not. Well, that's better. Okay. So it does, it'll also give, um, like gear and, sometimes there's other, uh, whatchamacallit. Words are hard. You can get gear and other rewards for completing leap quests. Oh, we can unlock the lavender beds while we're here. I didn't know I was at that point. So, lavender beds is the residential area for Gridania. Um, and it looks much like the Shroud. So we'll talk to Margria to unlock the lavender beds. On each of the quests, there's 3 quests. There's the lavender beds, the mist, which is Limsa, and the goblet in Ul'dah. Each of those quests is where the heart is, but it has the different residential areas. Correct me if I'm wrong, but are you not an adventurer? I've seen you running to and fro, face set in grim determination as adventurers are wont to do, hence my perception. If so, I've information which might interest you. Rumor has it that plots within the lavender beds are to be auctioned off. What's more, bidders need not even be Gridanian. Any old adventurer or wandering minstrel could, with sufficient funds, purchase land and build their own home. Which is my favorite residential area? In all or in just the 3 starting areas? Because later on in story, there's another one. It's the Kugane residential area called Shirogane. And that one, for the expansion area, I think that one would be my favorite. But if it's just the okay, and all then yeah, Shirogane. I like Shirogane. It has an interesting feel to it, and I really like that. Second to that would be The Mist, just because I love Limsa. I don't know what it is, but I love Limsa. There in Endwalker, they're going to um, release another residential area, and I'm excited to see that one. I'm not sure if it's still going to be the foundation, like it's already there, or if they're going to give it a different name. But I'm excited for that one too. All the pirates. Oh, pirates do have a interesting air to them. I don't think it's I don't know. It's not the pirates. I finished that. Okay, considering how discerning the elementals tend to be about who can and cannot reside within the 12's Wood, it's rather surprising, if not hard to believe. That might be it. Like the whole beach resort thing. Even though I don't like water, I like the sand of beach. I know, it's really strange, but like I used to live in Florida and I had always wanted to go to the beach just to sit on the beach. I guess I like the warmth of the sun and I don't know. It's weird. I'm weird. But if there is truth to these rumors, well, who hasn't dreamed of owning their own forest cottage, perhaps a small vegetable garden, and a stable large enough for a chocobo or two. You know, should your travels take you to the mirror planks where the ferry to the lavender beds is, perhaps you'll find a twin adder representative who can tell you more. I would be shocked if they weren't involved in such monumental change in policy. So that's her way of saying, hey, go check this out. Go talk to this uh, representative. So now we have to go talk to the representative. My least favorite residential area would probably be the goblet. It's just not as pretty as the others. Goblet is like straight up desert. We're almost there. Emblem? Good evening to you, miss. What can I... Ah, you wish to know about the auctions. Very well. Allow me to explain. There is a growing concern that our immigration policies may have been a tad restrictive in the past. And so, the Seed Seer Council and the Order of the Twin Adder have, with the blessing of the elementals, decreed that the lavender beds be set aside for adventurers. Adventurers who possess the necessary funds to purchase and maintain their estates, that is. Should you look upon the beds with your own eye, though, I think you'll agree that it's well worth the price. Have a word with the skipper over yonder. She'll ferry you across. A recruit stationed at the pier can tell you more about the beds once you've arrived. To proceed with the quest where the heart is, the lavender beds, you may visit any residential ward within the lavender beds. So there's different residential wards. Quite a few. The ferry skipper? Oh. No, I don't think it's... Yes, it is. Yes, this ferry is bound for the lavender beds. Will you be traveling with us? I bet the racist elves are pissed about adventurers getting houses. Yeah, I mean, I think there is like the NPC that gives you the quest gives a little bit of an attitude once they find out that it's adventurers only. And that's in any of the areas. It's not just Gradonia. They're upset because they want residential area of their own and they don't have it. So this is the ward selection. You have your plots, and these are the different wards. There's 24. With Endwalker, they're going to add more. So hopefully that'll make it a little bit easier to get a house. On my main character, I've tried for quite some time to get a personal house, and I'm always too slow. Okay, so let's just select the first. Just need to go talk to the NPC inside. Are there any icons that show what houses are available? Yes, it'll have a little auction hammer in the plot. Once we get done with this, I'll look and see if there's any up for sale, and I can show what that looks like. We have our nice little cutscene of the lavender beds. Now, unlike the cities where you have to go around and get all the aetheryte shards, in the residential areas, you already have access to them all. You used to, I believe, you used to have to actually go around and attune to all of them, but they changed that where it gives you all of them now. Greetings, adventurer, and welcome to the Lavender Beds. Oh, you come at the behest of a Gradanian woman? I regret to inform you that these plots are reserved for adventurers. Your friend will not be permitted to take part in the auctions. You, on the other hand, would be more than welcome to participate. Should you have a mind to purchase a plot for yourself, pray speak with the resident caretaker. He can guide you through the process. Supposed to talk to the No, I'll go back to that NPC now. So you could talk to, I think it's the ferry skipper. Takes you back. Central Shroud. Yeah, it'll give you the option to go to a specific ward or to actually leave. So let's just go here, see if there are any houses available. Not saying any so far. Okay, so unfortunately in the lavender beds there are not any houses available right now. Let's see if I can explain. Okay, so where these houses are, like the blue and the yellow houses, a plot that is available will have a hammer. It's like the auction, a little auction hammer. And then you can go to that plot and read the placard in front of the plot. Let me go to a plot so I can show. Yeah, this is a plot. So there's a placard in front of it. And if the yeah, pray and click continuously for 20 hours. Yeah, it's the invisible timer has anywhere between 30 minutes and 24 hours. I have never seen anything less than 12 hours. I on the 4th of July, I started at like I think like 8 a.m. and it was like 8 or 10. And then I went out to my parents and I brought my laptop with, and I was continuously doing that, and the house did not sell until like 12, 1 o'clock in the morning. And unfortunately, I was not lucky enough to get it. Okay, so this is the placard. If the plot is owned, then it will have information on the house, like who owns it, the address, the greeting, all that, the main things to go toward the house. If nobody owns it, when you click on the placard, it will give you the option to buy it. You can buy it for a free company or you can buy it for personal. And you can also relocate. So that's why a lot of people are trying really hard right now to buy plots so that when the expansion comes out, they have an easier time getting a plot in the new zone. Because if you already have a plot and you relocate, you bypass that invisible timer. There was one house that I had gone to camp for. I think I was only there for about an hour, but I guess another person had been there for quite some time. And some somebody just ran up and relocated, and they were so upset. And as long as the house is blue, you can go inside. If it's yellow, it's locked and you cannot go inside. This one is blue, so we can actually go inside. There are three sizes of houses: small, medium, and large. Small has a main floor and a basement. Medium has a basement, a main floor, and a small upper floor. And then the large house has a relatively large basement, a large main floor, and then a very large upstairs. So this is a medium house because it's got a staircase that goes down to a basement and a staircase that goes up to a upstairs. So the downstairs for a medium house is rather small. It's a lot bigger in a large house, but you can decorate it, cut it off into separate rooms. I think in my stream that I had on my main character, I went through the free company house. That is that's a large house. Oh, they have a coffin. I don't want to mess with this free company. Oh, that's a little. Well, I don't know if this is a free company or a private home. Might be a private home. And this is the upstairs. It's cut off into rooms. And it's really nice because houses you can have NPCs. If they have any. I think they had some downstairs. You can have NPCs in your house, so you can have a mender. Yep, there they are. You can have a mender, you can have a materia melder, material suppliers, junk monger that gives you dye. There's all kinds of stuff that you can have. They're very nice. And then also, with a house, you can have a chocobo stable. Doesn't look like they have a chocobo stable. Ooh, they're hiding it. Nope, they don't have a chocobo stable. But you can have a chocobo stable and you put your chocobo in it and you can feed it different fruits and it will change the color of your chocobo's feathers. This is the lavender beds. That looks like a large house right there. I believe that's also a large house. Yeah, it's got the balcony. That's a large house. There's different kinds of walls that you can put up and different you can have themes to your house. Like there's a Moogle theme, there's a Chocobo theme. I think there's an Otter theme if I can find any themed houses. That is a theme, but it's not like the character theme. If there was an area you could get residential area, where would you like one? That's a tough question. So a lot of the areas have. I think it would be interesting to see a residential area in Yulemore. because that's very colorful. So I think the houses there would look really colorful and look really nice. Oh, there's a Moogle house. Like it's a medium house. Oh, they're a smaller medium, and it's so cute. That is the Moogle house. There's chocobos. There's carbuncle. The otter. Uh, I think that's it for themed houses. Oh, there's another. Oh no, they just have the. What is that? Sure what that is. I'm curious now. Is it? Oh, it's Namazu. Now I need to find my way out. Go into the light. There's market boards all over the place. Uh, it's Amethyst Shallows. That takes you back to the. Yeah. Alright, so now let's go turn that quest in. Leave the residential. Takes you back to the Shroud. And then later on, you can unlock a another ferry skipper that takes you to straight to Gridania. It looks like Hypnotoad. Kind of. And now she's going to be sad because she can't get a house. Good to see you again, friend. Did you learn anything about the lavender beds? Oh, adventurers only? That's so. Well, these are trying times, and it's more important than ever for Gridania to attract capable individuals like yourself. I'm sure that one day my dreams will come to fruition. One day I will have my own cottage and stables filled with my beloved chocobos. She's a little sad. Now we can go to the lavender beds. You can also, I don't know if it gives you access here. Oh, I guess I hadn't tuned to the aetheryte yet. No, you can't do that here. But in town, you can travel to the residential area from the crystal in the plaza. Apparently so. Alright, now let's go back to town. I'm cheap and don't want to teleport. On the plus side, it's not that far of a run. I may go ahead and do Sastasha. Um, that way when we're in Limsa, we can just go ahead and continue with that. Oh, and the prices on housing is really high. Like a small house is 3 million gil. That's the lowest it goes. And I believe it's anywhere between 3 million and 5 million. I believe the medium plot is 15 to 20 million. And a large plot is like 40 something million. I think it was 45 million, something like that. Going to Limsa. Oh, yeah. Gotta really want a house. Yes, for a large house. So yeah, our free company house, I believe it was 45 million. That was a while back though. Let's just go there. Yeah, it did used to be more. You really had to want the house. Oh, is that what I think it is? Okay, I'm gonna pick this quest up. I'm not gonna go completely through it. I'm gonna go through Sastasha. But this is the quest for the uh esthetician that help them you can change your hairstyle and hair colors with. How do people afford a personal house? A lot of saving. A lot. You're either a brave woman or a fool, friend, to be wandering the streets of Limsa tonight. What with the slasher of Fisherman's Bottom on the loose. You've not heard? There's a madman about. Why, it's said he brandishes blades so long and sharp that they could gut a whale. Top price for a large house used to be 87.5. Yeah. Yeah. It was up there. No one's seen any blood yet, but that hasn't stopped the rumors from sending shivers up in every alehouse in town. That you're still standing before me tells me you don't scare easily as the rest. Perhaps you could assist with the investigation. To start with, you might want to look into that scream I just heard outside. Well, I'm sorry, I'm not going to do that right now. Because we are going to go into Sastasha. Should be pretty quick, because I'm going to go in as healer. Uncheck that. Sastasha. And join. Oh, instant. Best part of being a healer is the instant cues. Yay, the creepy cave of Sastasha. Healer privileges. Eat some food. That will help with experience boost gain. Oh, that's interesting. I guess it doesn't really care about the actual names. I had put it in the settings to only have initials. I guess it doesn't really care about that. So this is the easiest dungeon in the game. Is he not going to tell us what color it was? It's red. So that note back there, in the note, it has different colors, and that comes into play at the first mini boss. Oh, and he did a rather large pull for starting. Level up very quickly in dungeons. That's probably not going to be the only level that I get. Oh, they already got the clam. I was just gonna say, this can be a pain in the butt sometimes because the clams are only, you can only hit them when they are open. So like, see how that clam, okay, it'll just open, but it was closed. It's invulnerable if it's closed. Now, this tank's gonna go for relatively large pulls. And he's not picking everything up, it seems. Can't tell if he's dodging AoE either. Oh, okay, he is. That's good. They go for the correct one. Yep. Most of the time, the DPS and healer will let the tank get the switch because whoever does that switch will get first aggro on the kitty kitty. One mini boss down. Come on. Treasure chests will give loot. I'm gonna greed on about everything. I think that was actually good for us. So, it does drop for all classes. You can need for things that go for your class. So, like, I can need on the things for healers. The tank can need for anything that goes for a tank. The DPS is split up. Need for DPS goes by the type of DPS that they are. So if the DPS is a thaumaturge, the crafting, or the casting gear is what they'll be able to need on. You can greed on anything. Like I chose greed for the tank. I think it was a chest piece. I can't recall now. No, it was a helmet. I didn't notice if I got it or not. So, like, that is a DPS chest piece. Going to pass on that in case one of them want it, because the training set is the exact same thing, only it looks different. And I got stuck. Oh, he's gonna pull this whole room. Let's see if he can keep 8. Nope. Our machinist is getting hit. Not bad. But you have to come over here. That key doesn't open that. He was thinking he was going to be able to get past this, but you have to fight the cat or whatever it is inside of this to get the key that opens that door. So the key that we just got unlocks that door, and then this guy here, the Shadowtail Reaver, will have a key for the other door. Getting hit pretty hard. And we're already almost done. There's one more mini boss, and then I think one more room after this, and then the main boss. Now, this fight can be fun, especially if you're doing it by yourself. If you're in here by yourself, undersized, and you kill the captain before he releases the ads, they just stay there. So, like, there's dogs over there in that, well, it just opened up and released some. But if you kill the Captain Madison before he releases those, they hang out over there. Right. That mini boss is down. This is the last room that we have until we get to the final boss. he's not really keeping hate. Ooh, I got an achievement. Yep, I'm gonna get at least one more level. Is he gonna try to pull them into the boss room? We got a cutscene. And now we have to kill the fishman. He dies really fast now, but used to when this was current, long time ago, you would have to watch out for the bubbling, or the unnatural ripples. Oh, that guy's actually gonna do it. If you click on the grates, it keeps them from spawning. But he dies really fast. Like, he's already at 40% now. Limit break. And Sasasha is done. Easy enough. Got some boots. I'm gonna grade on those. I don't want that. Oh, I got the boots. Yay! Got 2 player combinations out of that. Oh, I thought there was a cutscene after that. I guess not. Okay, let's talk to. I'm glad I came back here because now I have to talk to Betteron. Aye, such a task was on the books. Was, mind. I'm afraid that ship has already sailed, friend. Up, I just completed it. Ah, might you be the adventurer who accepted the job of investigating Sastasha? That I am. It would seem that ship has not only sailed, but now returns to harbor, none the worse for its journey. Or voyage. A pity. We dragged our boots too long on this one. No matter. The wheel will turn and our chance will come. You are right, of course, but there shall be no rest till we have attained our goal, lofty though it may be. Not a week of sleep, great leader. That doesn't sound like a good idea. Our aim, least you wonder, is to perform such feats of heroism as will earn us a place in the songs of every alehouse in Eorzea. We mean to write a legend which will inspire adventurers as yet unborn to follow our shining example. Do you have such a goal? Large or small, it matters not. Only have a star to reach for and you will reach higher. Propose, propose can sustain, wow, sorry, purpose, sorry, can sustain you through times of hardship. Keep your eye on the prize, and all obstacles will be overcome in time. You will not think to stride in battle unclad, would you? Well, goals are as arms and armor for the spirit. I wish you fortune in your endeavors, my lady. Well, he is very nice. Back then, are you? With all your limbs and a tail to tell, old wager? You have a tail. We killed a fishman. A big fishman. Fishbacks. And there I was thinking you'd only have to crack a pirate skull or three. 7 hells. You turn your back for 5 bloody minutes and the scaly bastards have set up shop on your bladen doorstep. Still, sounds like you left them in pieces, so I don't suppose they'll be carrying out whatever mischief they was planning, unless they was planning on feeding themselves to a fauna or cetacea, of course. Any road, all's well that ends well. On behalf of Limsa, I thank you for shedding some light on this mystery. You've lived up to your reputation, and I can't ask for no more than that. Now, I'll bet you're dying for a rest, but just in case you're not, I was wondering if you might be interested in taking on another job. It just so happens that I've had a request from our sister guild in Gridania. See, I was just in Gridania. So, yeah, the next one that comes is going to be Tamtera. Then it'll be Copperbell. Seems the forest folk are in need of a venturer what can get things done. For them to ask for help like this, you can bet the task won't be no skip through the sunny glade. But after the way you dealt with our fishback infestation, I doubt it's anything you can't handle. Give us a shout when you're ready, and I'll lay it out for you. I think I did pretty good on that. I didn't stumble over it like I did last time. Oh, now we've got Party Finder. That's a lot of carbuncles. Okay. Pick up this quest. Oh, wow. I got quite a few levels out of that. Went in there level 17, came out level 21. Ready to hear about that job then? Like I said, the request comes from our sister guild in Gridania. And that's all I know. But whatever it is you get asked to do, I somehow doubt it pose any trouble for a venturer as survived the bedlam of Incestasha. If you think you might be interested, you'll want to have words with Mother Mion, your counterpart in Gridania. Good luck, lass. Okay. Alright, well, we will eventually have to go back to Gridania, but right now, since we're already in Limsa, we might as well go ahead and finish up or get caught up with our rogue quest. Just in the Fisherman's Guild. Gotta go talk to Jack. Suppose it would be a good idea to equip Rogue. Oh, do I have any better gear? I do not. I have to go in there half naked. that's right. I have to talk to him to get in. And talk to Jack. Okay, yeah, so we'll have 10 and 15. And then we're halfway through with the road quest. We'll get to Ninja. A fine morning to you, Katikisha. And a fine morning it is for a spot of work, wouldn't you agree? Sure. This time round, it seems more eager buccaneers scampered aboard a local merchantman and made off with a shipment of musketeers. Or muskets. Muskets. Now, seeing it as it ain't lawful to cloy with a Leminson vessel to begin with, the yellow jackets fell upon them daft coves afore their boots was even dry. Aye, they caught the pirates right there on the docks, but the stolen broomsticks was nowhere to be found. Fenced in a longboat deal, I'm thinking. That's when our guild was officially contracted to retrieve the goods, which weren't really needful since the code would have had us on the job anyway. You don't bite the purses of your fellow Lemensons and all that. So this is your assignment, Minadaglass. Find out where them weapons went and bite that shipment back. Seeing as the cutters as hit that merchantman are already rotten in irons, you needn't rush in with your stabbers a stabbing. I want this job handled quick and quiet, and I'm the perfect partner to show you how it's done. What is that gonna be? Is it underfoot? It is not. This here's the Keb? The Keeb? I'm not sure how to say her name. The Keb, the Stray. She is going to be the Stray now. Ain't no other rogue what can match her in the arts of sulkin. Pleasure. There some problem, the Keb? You seem a bit out of sorts. I'm bloody starving. I had one of them finger sandwiches set aside, you know, those egg-filled tasties they make at the Bismarck, but when I got back from me work, it was bloody gone. He ate her sandwich. Uh-oh, that was for Kebs. I thought it was Underfoot's. Well, you just head out. You just head out on the job, and I'll see if I can turn up that missing sandwich by the time you return. In other words, he's gonna go buy her a new sandwich. All right, Jack. One more little detail you should know. The muskets was meant for the Yellow Jackets' armory, so once all is bob, you can hand the goods to one of their culls directly. So then why aren't they doing this job? Oh, now I have to talk to her. So Bob stole them. No, at least we've got a name. We can start whenever you're ready, Katikisha. I am ready. I've had a colleague keeping a waddle out for aught that might help us, so I suggest ye have a few wids with her first. What's a wid? You'll find her at the Highline posing as a fishmonger. I always get confused when rogues are talking. They talk weird. I can't wait to be a ninja. They don't talk weird. Hopefully it won't take long to get to Ninja. I think I'll do the next. Oh, well, I don't know. Where am I supposed to be going? After Castle? Okay. Where is? Which one is it? This one here. I didn't know that was diable. There she is. Hello there, miss. We've carp and trout, lobster and shrimp, but I I ear ugh. But I ear tell you've been looking for a special breed of fish. The long, shiny kind what's Barkle put a bloke on his arse. We don't sell that kind here, but you might try them foreign merchants. What was they called again? Ah, the Traders of Edge. They they hail from the South Sea Isles and are known for dealing in all types of nasty spitters and cutters. I should warn ye, these folk ain't ones for questioning the source of their merchandise. In fact, they seem more 'n happy to pay for goods what come from below decks, so to speak. But if you're still keen to get your hands on those rare fish, then you'd best hurry. The edge merchant what's visiting Blimsa is looking to load up and leave the city for long. Just, just how he. This is difficult. Just how he means to transport his goods remains a mystery, though. What with all the hard blades he's got nursing his operation, it makes it hard for a girl to get close enough to eyeball the competition, it does. I'll be sure to keep an eye peeled on your behalf, but it might be as he can learn a little more from the folk round town. So I guess I gotta go talk to people around town. Please don't talk crazy like the rest of them. Oh, okay. Who am I talking to now? This person up here. Oh, no. It's her. What? I don't understand what you mean. Traders of Edge, eh? Well, it's one of the merchants been staying in the city. Then someone'll know something to point us in the right direction. She said you might be able to learn more by talking to people around town. But they all talk like pirates. Yeah, yeah. Did I finish right? Where does it? Oh, if, yeah, I think I did read that. The trick is to listen without being seen. You'd be surprised at how culls will cackle when they think no one is about. We'll focus on places what see plenty of traffic. You can have the Bismarck, the Ferry Docks, and the East Hawkers Alley. Okay, we gotta go talk to 3 people. It's International Talk Like a Pirate Day year long. Yes, yes, it is. I'll try me luck at a few other spots, then meet you in front of the guild when I'm done. Remember, keep hidden and quiet. Keep hidden, keep quiet, and keep your waddles open. What's a waddle? Okay, this way. It's kind of difficult to keep something open if you don't know what it is. I'm not sure if waddles are ears or eyes. Okay, Bismarck. That's the Culinarian's Guild. He's somewhere around here. Use hide. I have hide now. Oh, that's right, I do have hide. Person. Somewhere. Wait, what? Diving Dove appears distressed over some matter. Approach her while cloaked by your hide ability and attempt to eavesdrop on her grumbling. What? Okay. I think you're confusing that with paddle. Diving Dove is grumbling and discontent. Ugh, the sneer on that customer's face. Does he think I can command the skillet to cook more swiftly just to meet his pressing departure schedule? I don't know how things are done in the South Seas, but here in Limsa Lamensa, folk appreciate that fine cuisine cannot be rushed. Well, she's fine. She doesn't have the speech impediment. Come now, Dove. You must not speak ill of the patrons. Now, what was next on my list? Ah, another finger sandwich for the dutiful sisters. Someone, someone there must be rather fond of eggs. Jack has already put his order in. Well, I don't know. She's a Rogadin. Rogadins are, I don't know. Rogadins have a homeland? Okay. Let's take that off so we can move a little bit faster. Now I need to let's go to the Hawker's Alley. And we can go to the ferry. That's the wrong one. Thought I did the Hawker's. Not where I intended to be. This way. I need to put that back up. Geralf is speaking in a low but lively tone to a nearby customer. Approach him while cloaked in your hide ability and attempt to eavesdrop on his... I missed that. We're still eavesdropping. Where is he? Oh, here. Walked right past him. Gerald is hawking his wares to a customer. You have quite an eye for quality, sir. You've a splendid range to produce from every corner. Wait. We've a splendid range to produce from every corner of Eorzea, but one simply cannot visit Limsala Mensa without sampling some of the local specialties. See, he's talking normal too. Would you care for some freshly squeezed, let us say, an orange juice? Or perhaps a famed salt cod is more to your taste? Gerald continues to espouse the virtues of his merchandise, but his impassioned urgings appear to have little relevance to your assignment. We just wasted our time. Okay. And last place. That was the Fairy Ducks. Fisherman's Guild. Hide. Be going. Over here. Is it you? Yeah. Rerenasu appears distraught. Approach him while cloaked by your hide ability and attempt to eavesdrop on his mumblings. Rerenasu is mumbling anciently to himself. Curse my sense of duty. What that I had stayed in the wench for that extra pint instead of returning early. I didn't ask to see anyone being bribed. Okay, so he is a witness, and certainly not my relief pilot. Pilot. They're called pilots on ships. I didn't know that. I wonder what the merchant was about. Smuggling? Most likely. Should I report this to the Yellow Jackets? What if I'm being watched? I could end up face down in the harbor. Are being watched. Okay. Now, I'm walking backwards. To talk to Vakib? Not sure how to say her name. And the crazy talk comes again. Welcome back, Katakisha. I hope your sulking went well. Kind of. He might be an angel of death with the daggers of, but any robe that shuns the shadows is headed for an early grave. A sneaky mort can nose about without risking a scrap or slip herself into the best position to ambush a mark. Sandwich girl. Once they've seen ye, though, your rum fun is done. Hiding is part concealment and part distraction, and you won't be disappearing on a cove that already knows you're there. That makes sense. You can't just go poof and be gone. Well, I guess you can if you're a ninja. Alright, I'm done prattling. What'd you manage to learn about our musket buying merchant friends? Nothing, really, I don't think. Slipping coin to a ferry pilot, was he? And by what you heard from that chef at the Bismarck, this trader means to hop the twig and soon. Hopping twigs? Really? That matches with me own findings. He's vacated his rooms at the inn and paid his dues in full. Being a merchant, we can be sure that he won't be leaving without his merchandise. So here's the plan. We wait for him to stack his goods on the pier. Then you ghost and in and grapple them firearms. I'm hoping we can get the job done quiet and under cover of Darkman's, but it never hurts to be prepared for the worst. Sounds like he's got a small army of sellswords on the payroll. Oh, really? Oh, we've got a duty. I'll send words. I'll send word to the Yellow Jackets and have them post a coal near Hawker's Alley. That way you won't have far to bolt once you've bitten the goods. The march should be along any moment, Katya Keisha. Have you got your skulking boots on? I guess. I guess we're supposed to hide. Use hide to use the hide ability to retrieve the stolen firearms. Probably not a good idea to run into them, so go all the way over to the edge. Touch them. Almost there. Alright, well that part was easy. I get the feeling I'm gonna have to fight them though. Oh, I'm seeing. You are not supposed to be here. I thought I'd ordered my hirelings to keep this jetty clear. Hmm? 1, 2, 3. There's one missing. My crate of muskets. It's gone. The look on her face. Thief! Stop her! You useless sluggards! What am I paying you for? Thief, you're the one that stole them. Yep, I knew I was gonna have to fight them. What was the point in sneaking if I was just gonna have to fight them? I have to fight them with my 2 abilities. Oh! She showed up. Okay. I have one more. Oh. He's a little bit more difficult. Yeah, he doesn't want to die. Come on. There we go. Now what? Leap past the other way. Or other... Where am I? Am I supposed to go this way or that way? Whatever the... Okay, I need to go to Hawker's Alley. Kill this person because they're ranged. So even if I go after that axe, this guy will get me too. So I might as well go ahead and kill him so I don't have 2 attacking me. One down. Don't think I'm supposed to use... No, I'm pretty sure I'm not supposed to use the Aether. There's no way around this. I'm gonna have to kill all 3 of them. Oh. Can I go this way? Bring you over here so I only have 2 instead of 3? One down. Where did she go? Down. I feel like I'm missing some abilities. kill him. Oh, okay, that was just him falling, apparently. Oh, there's a lot of them right here. Kill that one, and then come back down here, because I don't want all three of them attacking me. And I'm sure if I get aggro from the bow, the axe is gonna come after me. Close enough. Yep. There he is. Don't stand in the glowy. Glowy is bad. Okay. One's down. Oh. Hand off. There we go. Give them to him. They are indeed the stolen muskets. There we go. Yay! Back to the Rogues Guild. Go back this way. At least we didn't go very far from the guild. That turned hairy, didn't it, Dove? Once you reached the Yellow Jacket, though, the merchant called off his blades. Wise enough to cut his losses, I'll give him that. I'd say we're all done here. Let's head inside and tell Jack the bean news. I heard the sounds of fighting coming from outside, and now I've whittled the cause of it. I thought we were aiming for subtle on this job. We tried. That many swads was there, but you got the Yellow Jackets what they wanted, so all's well that ends well, eh? You're on your way to becoming a first-class rogue, Katikisha. Aye, the job didn't unfold exactly as planned, but do you see the value of keeping out of sight? Skulking might seem slow, but it can save you time and a fair amount of bleeding in the long run. Well, their rule is as long as the job gets done. Ah, speaking of unexpected developments, I've a bit of bad news for you, Vikeb. Oh, is he gonna confess? I searched high and low, but it seems some unprincipled cove has yaffled your sandwich. There was naught but crumbs to be found. No, my sandwich. It was a Bismarck special. You know how much I was looking forward to that meal? My belly's about to cave in on itself. 'Tis a tragedy of the highest order, love, and you know I can't bear to see me rogues in such distress. So I gave Underfoot a special assignment. He should be back any moment now. with a freshly made Bismarck special finger sandwich. He did that for me? You're not Japin with me, are you, Jack? This ain't no Japin matter. 'Tis a guildmaster's responsibility to see that all his coves and morts are at their best for the job. Yeah, you can't have anybody hungry. Ah, Jack, there you are. I've got that sandwich you ordered. He's busted. And didn't the chef wait? And didn't the chef give me a waddleful when a waddle is ear? I got that now. Waddle is ear. When I said we was in a hurry, so he's the one that was rushing it. Maybe next time you could think twice before you yabble a fellow rogues up. Oh, bollocks. Jack, did you eat my supper? Look at underfoot. Now, lass, let's not be hasty. There's a fresh new sandwich right here for you. No harm done, eh? You've cloyed something what belonged to me, Jack, and I can't ignore the code. Aye, the code. We mustn't ignore the code. You're having a laugh, aren't you, lass? Lass? Oh. Don't mess with her food. What? That might be the swiftest string up I've ever seen. Punishment to fit the crime. Take a good look, Katikisha. The code exists to preserve peace in Limsa, to keep the alley from running red with blood. This city's me home, and I'll draw daggers on any cove fool enough to threaten that peace, even if it means just taking someone's sandwich. A pointed lesson. Let's head inside, eh? Your sandwich will get cold. Hey, do you mean to leave me here all night? At least he gave me a grand view of the harbor. God spits, these ropes are tight. You did a good job. And now we find ourselves indebted to the Rogues Guild. The Rogues Guild. Hmm. The impropriety of it all. Would that I could see them occupying a cell next to those thieving pirates. That's not very nice to say to somebody that just retrieved your stolen goods. Alright. There's a rat. I see a rat, but no person. Okay, now we talk to Jack. Ow! Them ropes will leave chafe marks for a bleeding week. I may have wriggled myself free, but that's the last time I let me belly do the thinking. Probably smart. And just think, if they kept strung me up over an egg sandwich, those coves what well and truly stomp on the code get it for worse. Keep up your training, lass, and you'll soon be handing out rogue justice yourself. Yay! What do we got here? Okay. That is better. Probably go with that. Oh, not getting anything for this hat. That might be a good. Well, no, I'm getting a dexterity. It's the same. So, dexterity and strength and this. Just go with the body piece. Oh, that looks horrible. All right, one down, one to go. Oh, throwing dagger. Nice. Ah, Katakisha. Just the more I was hoping to see. We've some nasty trouble brewing. The client's on his way, so sit tight and pay attention. I'm calling Underfoot and the Stray in on this as well. It'll be a right little rogue family reunion. Family reunion? Alright. The Stray. There she is. Jack, the client's arrived. Is that the client? I guess that's the client. Our guest here has come from the Maelstrom Command with confidential orders direct from the Admiral herself. So you know this won't be a simple job. I want pants. I'm afraid your guild master speaks truly. 'Twas several days ago when an emancipated man stumbled into one of our camps seeking aid. Upon questioning the poor fellow, we discovered that he had narrowly escaped a life of slavery. He claimed that pirates had raided his village, abducted him and many others to sell on the black market auction block. We dispatched a patrol to confirm the tale and found the village almost completely destroyed. 'Twas a meager settlement without so much as a guardhouse. Thus did this unkind fate escaped our notice until now. You'd think these pirates, that word, never heard of the code. Pillaging honest culls and dipping their wicks in the slave trade, they're headed the right way for a good stabbing. Aye, though it ain't set down in so many wids, the code's notoriously unforgiving against those as raise weapons against the weak. After all, the first pirates in these parts were culls, what was fleeing oppression in the northern seas. Ignore your history and you risk becoming what it was ye hated most. So, you have a mark for us then? That we do. From the descriptions given to us by the escaped villager, we've determined that these lawbreakers are members of the Jolly Merchants, a pirate crew in possession of an official privateering license. 'Twould appear, however, that privateering has been naught but a screen behind which to hide their illicit activities. One can only imagine how many other Lamenson citizens have fallen prey to these wicked slavers. And we've let it happen right under our very noses. Naturally, the Admiral desires a swift resolution to this ignominy, but merely tracking down those poor souls who have already been sold is proving heavily taxing to our allocated resources. We could throw more soldiers at the problem, but that runs the risk of drawing the small folks' attention and inciting undue panic. Yeah, panic is not good. Thus do we come to the rogue skill for help. We ask that you eliminate the jolly merchants and liberate the villagers presently in their custody. And that you do with the utmost discretion. Consider it done. When those nasty coves will feel our short blades pricking into their backs, they'll enjoy a brief moment of regret before the code is rightly enforced. All right, let's get to work. I'll be going after the jolly merchants myself. Underfoot, Keb, you two lend your skills to the Maelstrom's investigation and see what ye can whittle about the culls what have already been sold. Katukisha, you're coming with me. I think you're ready for the next step of your education. Does that mean pants? Can I get some pants? Shall we get after these slaving cutthroats then? Our client tells me that the jolly merchantmen set sail for Aleport a few bells ago. Oh, aye, they might even board an imperial ship or two. But that's just some mummery they're putting on to amuse the admiral's swads. I reckon the rest of the crew'd be back on land looking to snap the shackles on a fresh herd of chattel. And just to prove me theory right, one of them jolly bastards got himself spotted creeping about the roughmans in Lower Lanacea. There's a big cove over at the Morby Dry Docks by the name of Swarsnant? I don't know how to say that. What'll likely know the full story. He's more of a shipwright than a rogue these days, but he keeps his glazes keen for the guild. Head over and have yourself a prattle, and I'll join you soon like. Okay. We're going to Morby Dry Docks. Spoiler alert, the next step is murder. Murder! Trying to remember how to get to Morby Dry Docks. Yeah, I don't have that one yet. That is Lower Lanacea. Lower. I'll just be glad when we get the chocobo. It takes forever to get place to place. Almost there. Get the aetheryte while we're here too. I honestly don't remember these quests. I just did them like a couple months ago. But I don't think this one is very long. And stay away from the jackal. Not high enough to not aggro them. I don't want these doggies running after me. Jackal are everywhere. Alright. Now we're in Ruby Dry Docks. Have to find the person to talk to now. Okay, they're up by the boat, so it looks like. Get the Aetherite and then go that way. Touch the crystal. Crystal has been touched. And now we go talk to this person over here. Where is he? There. I know what you are. What can old Swarzen do for you? Hunting down jelly merchant slavers? Well, that explains a few things. I was keeping an. Okay, this is weird. He doesn't talk weird. I would have expected that of somebody that was previously a rogue. I was keeping an eye on the bustle about the dry docks, you see, when I spied an odd trio off in the distance. This rough-looking sod, one of your pirates, I'd wager, was prodding along another bloke and this poor skinny lass. I've seen whip curs less miserable than the two being herded. Are likely the slaves. Last I saw, they were headed south. If what you're saying about this slavery business is true, then that jolly merchant's not going to walk his charges all the way to the market. No, he likely has a boat waiting for him. And if I were a slaver headed south, my vessel would be hidden somewhere along the salt strand. That doesn't leave you much time. You said Jack was on his way, yes? You'd best go on ahead and I'll point him in the right direction when he gets here. Okay. If I remember correctly, that's down by the water? Oh, well, obviously it's gonna be by the water, but um there's like a frozen area, I believe. Going the wrong way. Go this way. I think it's down below. Yeah. In the frozen area. It looks like we're just watching until Jack gets here. Hello. Swarson came through for us, eh? Now, what do we have here? This one looks a charmer. Sodden move, I tell ye. Me peg-legged grandma obbles quicker in you miserable sacks of shite. Oh, they're terrified. Or maybe you need another thrashing, is that it? You already forgot what happens when you try me generous patience. Uh, I'm sorry, but please no more beatings. We walked as fast as we could, but we need food, water. Then get in the boat and shut your traps. You'll get fed when we reach the other side. Like this. The other side? Where are you taking us? Are you challenging me or just plain daft? I told you to keep your blatant mouth shut. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. Leviathan's scaly arse, she's weeping again. Listen, we're headed to Aleport, all right? That's where me and me shipmates gather to take stock of, of merchandise and decide what gets sold where. You see, some buyers only want lads, while others are looking for lasses. As as long as we keep these rich bastards happy, we make more coin than we ever did scrapping with the Emperor's war galleys. Yes, Leviathan's scaly arse. Not that you care about that, I suppose. What matters to you is that you'll be loaded onto the Jolly Merchantman, sailed off to God's nowhere, and Limsel be a distant memory. So if I was you, I'd fill that empty belly with one last big gobful of sweet Lanose and sea breeze. I'm sore tempered to put blade twixt his eyes here and now, but that won't get the job done. Then yeah, I will. Do it. No, we'll let him guide us to his mates in Aleport, then we'll mill the whole bloody lot of them. I guess that's a good idea. The jolly merchants will get their due, don't you worry about that. They've gone. We'd best hurry to Aleport, unless you've a quicker way. There's a ferry what leaves the Candlekeep port. Ori? I'll meet you across the water, lass. The ferry? That's nice. That this ferry back here? I'm not even gonna worry about that fate. I think this is the ferry he was talking about. Yes, Aleport. A lot cheaper what I was planning to do. I was just going to teleport. And there is our friend Jack. Katya Keisha, the jolly merchant cove's still with his captives. Seems they've taken a room under an alias. Hiding their operation in plain sight. Bold as brass, but it's an old slaver's trick. See, even if some coal recognize the merchandise, only a single handler gets boned. The rest of the crew just whistles all innocent like while their mate is marched off to cry cockles. And ye can bet they've threatened bloody murder for any prisoner that raises a hue and cry. Patience now, lass. We'll just wait until we're sure that all these back guards have arrived. Meanwhile, you'd better sharpen your stabbers. We've a busy night ahead of us. Ready for the job then? Once the jolly merchants are all here, we'll ambush the sods and set their captives free. Good. That ought to be long enough. We'll just have to hope there ain't any stragglers. Listen closely now, lass. Merchants are disguised as plain old venturers and have settled themselves in 3 separate rooms here in Aleport. How do we whittle which coves are the merchant? Easy. Take a look at the daddles. Oh, that bingo swillin' cull over yonder. He's wearing lavender gloves, the exact same type what that nasty sod that the salt strand had on. I didn't even notice that. That'll be how they find each other in a crowd. Course, it's also how I whittled where each of the bastards was stayin'. Just snilch the hopeless gazes of the company they keep, and ye can be sure you've found your mark. So, here's the job all laid out for ye. We hit all 3 common rooms, mill the merchants quick and dirty like, and get those captives their bleeding lives back, alright? Alright. Wait, the storeroom door's been forced open. Some thieving sod's been at the ale. I imagine it's him. Oh, just from the way he ran off, I think it was him. Well, they can't have gotten far. Better get the lads and do a sweep of the port. Ugh. Was that Merchant Cove gulpin' pilfered ale? You'd think they'd be doing their best not to draw attention to themselves. To themselves. All things considered, bloody oafs. And now we've got a swarm of yellow jackets buzzing about, looking for blood. If they spot us wandering around in the darkments, I have a feeling they'll axe first and ask questions later. It'd be best then if the patrols never even knew we was here. We're gonna hide. We'll slip as sneaky as we can into each of the common rooms and use them telltale lavender gloves to identify our marks. There's innocent coals in there as well, mind, so let's try not to stab any as don't deserve it, eh? I'm thinking we should head out one at a time to better avoid them yellow jackets. So I'll let you take the lead. After you, Katyukisha. Well, I thought he was the one that was supposed to be teaching. Lovely. Sneak past them. Go in here. Yes. See. Defeat. Okay, so I do need to attack. No. The poor little Lala fell. It's okay, little Lala fell. Well, thank you, thank you. Okay, on to the next one. Oh, jeez, you can attack the adventurers too. Don't you think it would be kind of strange if the door just magically opened? Wait, two? You are who I need to kill. Get the bindings. There's two, so we're halfway done. I'm free. Yes, you are. So far, everything's been Lalafell. So there must be two in the next room. Where is the next room? Hmm. Is that it? Yes. Is it? Yep, there's two of them in here. Oh, these must be the two that we saw at Morby. Die! Bad people. Let's free you. And you. Yay, everybody is freed. I said the exact same thing that the two Lullaphils did. Hi, Jack. Well, you just ran in here on not... Oops. No, no, there's... I guess we weren't fast enough. Is that guy, like, cheering us on? Be nice? Oh, jeez. Is there enough of them? Jack, don't stand in the orange. Apparently, Jack did not go through training. Speaking of that, while we're in airport, we should probably do that. Oh. We're finished. Not a bad night's work, eh, Katikisha? The maelstroms will be taking care of them poor culls we freed, and I've made sure none of the merchants we downed are like to get up again. As for the Jolly Merchantman, well, her crew can expect a visit from the Admiral's finest galleys, and it won't be a tea and crumpet on the poop deck. Right, mean at a glass? Our part in our part in this is done. Time to head back to the sisters. Excuse me, are you the ones who freed us? I. Was there something else we could do for you, miss? The Maelstrom's swads'll take you home if that's what you're worried about. Oh no, I know. I just wanted to thank you. Oh, that's sweet. If I may, there was one other thing I wish to tell you. Moments before you rescued me, that dreadful pirate was muttering into his cups. 'Twas something about another raiding party that hadn't yet made it back. I beg your pardon? It seems they'd be hunting for slave in western Lanosea, and being so close to Aleport, our captor assumed they were out rounding up chattel until the last bell. I just couldn't bear the thought of anyone else suffering as I have. Please, is there naught you can do? There certainly is, miss. You just get yourself safely home and leave this stray pack of jackals to us. I will pray for your success. Thank you again. So much for saving a victory pint. I'll send word of this development to Underfoot and the Stray. We've some well-earned trade for the last of these jolly merchants. By the by, how's your throwing arm, Katakisha? I think it's time I learned ye how to fling a proper blade. When you're out in the wide open roughmans, ye often find a need to sting a cove from the distance. That's also very good for pulling things closer to you. And I'm sure a canny lass like yourself will figure all sorts of uses for well-thrown dagger. Just keep in mind for when we hunt down the rest of them slavers. Yay, now I can throw daggers! Which I don't know why I wasn't able to do that earlier on. Oh, there's a second one? Okay, well, we'll come back to that. I want pants. So I'm gonna go to the training thing. And I think my gladiator is high enough to do it. Is there a level on that? Yeah, I think you have to be able to wear the gear, and that they can't wear the gear yet. Or my gladiator can't wear the gear yet. Oh, I think I have to talk to. Yeah, I've got to talk to DPS. Yeah. Oh no, I can do it here. All right, let's do the DPS training, and to get this nice gear. I personally think it looks really nice. Let us proceed directly to the briefing. When it comes to your place in a party, you are the sharp end of the spear. Simply put, your role is to inflict as much damage as possible while keeping your own skin intact. As such, you cannot just attack whichever enemy you please. If you strike a foe other than one controlled by your ally, then you risk becoming a target of a deadly aggression. As you might have guessed, the purpose of this exercise is to teach cooperation. Your ally will hold the enemy's attention. It is your job to take the foe down. Work with your allies to defeat the enemy and, well, okay. Everything is clear, I trust. Say the word when we're ready. Ready to commence training? Yes. Minimum is 15. Okay. Training exercise now underway. Easy enough when there's only one. Okay, I was about to say that the healer is not healing. Okay, it wants me from behind. I think it's trying to talk about positions. But I don't think Rogue has position. Well, he's dead. Or, well, not dead, but he's down. Alright. Did you mark the sturdiness of your ally taking the enemy's hits? Coordination efforts with a heavily armored defender will allow you to fight to your fullest. Here's your prize for completing the exercise, but remember, the real prize is the lessons you've learned. I get boots! Hey, boots. Oh, it does? I didn't know. I don't think I have either of those yet, though. Oh, next one. Yeah, I think sneak attack has to be from behind. For this exercise, you will be fighting multiple opponents. The key to victory is coordination with your comrades. Each foe will fall all the swifter under a focused assault. Goodness. Work with your allies to defeat the enemy, and they don't give enough time to read. Everything is clear? Alright. You're just fighting multiple enemies now. Stop talking and let's just go. Sure to attack the same enemy as your ally. Okay. He's starting with this one. Doesn't look like they had a healer. Okay. One down, two to go. Oh, is there another one coming? No. Almost there, and he's down. Duty complete. Coordination is the key to conquering foes swiftly and safely. Work well with your allies and the okay, I'm just gonna ignore that. Of your armor need not be tested. Here is your prize for completing this exercise, but remember the real prize is the lesson you learned. I didn't get squat. Oh. It does give experience. Let's see a level on it. Yeah, it is level 15. Okay, what are we doing in this one? You remember the lessons where I had you evading enemy attacks? Yeah? This exercise will put that training to the test. You must needs plan your strikes around the fancy footwork. Work with your allies to defeat the enemy, and we can move on to the next training exercise. Everything is clear? Let's begin! Engage the axe wielder, but keep an eye out for counterattacks. You allow yourself to be hit 5 times, so start over. Okay. Okay, it's talking about AoE now. Don't get hit by AoE. This is easy enough. Yay! Are you actually going to give me a reward this time? I didn't get anything next time. Neatly done. Breaking off attacks to save your skin is always the wisest course. Though it may sometimes be a frustrating dance, it is better to dodge than be sprawled in the dust. Here's your prize for completing the exercise, but remember, the real prize is the lesson you've learned. Yay! I get pants! Let's put those pants on. Or rather, a skirt. Next. This exercise will teach you how to deal with enemy reinforcements. As the battle progresses, new foes will appear on the field. These sudden arrivals will target your weakest comrade, so you must be quick to eliminate them. Work with your allies to defeat the enemy, and we can move on to the next training exercise. In most cases, the tank actually picks up the reinforcements. Oh, where is he? There he is. the main. Oh, there's another one. On the plus side, this guy is going down easily. There's probably going to be one more. Or not. Oh, I guess not. Okay. A fine performance. A party is doomed without a source of restoration. When reinforcements threaten your healer, it is time to spring into action. Here's your prize for completing the exercise. But remember, the real prize is the lesson you learned. You didn't give me anything. All right, next. In this exercise, you will learn to manipulate the battlefield. During the battle, enemies will pour forth from the rear gate. New foes will continue to flood in which the portal remains open. You must operate the lever that closes the gate or your party will be overwhelmed. Work with your allies to defeat the enemy and we can move on to the next training exercise. I almost said no. I am ready. Alright. Most of the time you don't want to stand behind the tank or next to the tank, but in order to keep an eye on that gate, I'm going to. There it is. Where's the lever? There it is. Okay. I can attack that. By the time this is gone, it'll probably go back up. Oh, I actually have some time to go attack him. Is that really it? It just went up once? That's really it. All right. It is imperative to recognize when a battle has turned against you. Act quickly to neutralize the enemy's advantage, or be prepared to suffer through a difficult fight. Here's your prize for completing the exercise. But remember, the real prize is the lesson you've learned. Is it, though? I just want the pretty gear. Uh, what? It's saying that I've completed all of them. Yet I haven't gotten all of the... Okay, which one was I just on? Interact. I guess is the final? That's strange. Oh, it's because I did this one on the healer. That's weird. Because I know I'm missing... Yeah, I'm missing the arms. Come on. Oh, I ran away too soon. I gotta listen to him talk. Oh. No, I had to talk to him. Oops, my bad. Climb down. Back to the dodo. It's another jackal. Back to the dodo. And now we move on. Don't quite understand why it said that I had already completed this when this is different than the other one, I believe. Yeah. Well, then which one did I miss? Because I'm missing a piece. Hmm. I'll have to look through it then, because I'm missing, unless I didn't equip it. I don't want your sneezes. That was a hard sneeze. Oh. I have to look and see which one I haven't completed then, because it said that I had completed all of them. What? Yeah, it doesn't have. It's weird. see. No, it's level 5. It shouldn't be better. No, I don't have the DPS pair. That's weird. Well, is there a way to see what the reward is? Hmm. That's really weird. I don't know. I'll figure it out later. At least we got some new gear. Um, get ready for Amtera. Yeah, but I just like the look of this one better. It's got the same, I know it's got the same stats, but I like the look of this better. Oh, that's right. Jack had something else for us. Sorry, not done yet. Oh, I wonder if he's got a pair of gloves that, yeah, he's got a pair of gloves that are better. Yeah, I'll take those. Those last few Jolly Merchant bastards must be camped out somewhere in Lesser Lanicea. Now, if I was a black-blooded, gill-grubbing slaver, where would I be hiding? There's not to the west, but the Sahagin pools. Even those bollocks for brains pirates know better and to trespass on fishback territory. And they won't want to chance running into patrols near airport. So that just leaves us east. The flock? They'll likely be nestled down in the ruins of out there amongst the dodos. That's where we'll try to pick up the trail. You head on over and snilch the place while I send word to the sisters in the maelstrom. Okay? We're gonna go investigate. Where are we going? Okay. This way. Sprint to make it faster. Up here somewhere. Oh, how I can go up any higher. Oh, okay. Right here. Oh. That's what I was afraid of. Got aggro. And I got aggro again. I just want to do my quest. Was that another one? No, that's the one that I'm currently fighting. Let's die already. Okay. Let's help these guys. And it's a battle. Oh, a battle right off the bat. Thank you for freeing us. We've been tied up here since those awful pirates snatched us from our beds. Those are some interesting looking dodos you got there, Katikesha. No sign of the merchants the way? Nope. Their leader mentioned heading over to Aleport. He said something about there being no signal, and that was a sign that something was wrong. They just left us hobbled here like lambs for the market. One of them japed about keeping the meat unsullied in case there was trouble. Pray let us flee this place before they return. And who are you to just saddle and let and set loose to our hard-won prizes? Hmm? I think he's the leader. Was the damnedest thing. We'd half a crew lodging in Aleport, and not a one of 'em survived the night. Done, done in by a couple of sneaky curs, what favored the short blades, they say. I'm supposing that was you two. Seems you've a bone to pick with the choice of trade. Yeah. I can't say as I've much use for slavers, except as a place to bury me knives. Oh, and I wouldn't bother yourself with waiting on your ship to come back neither. The jolly merchants are done for. You might have thought, right. You might have the right of it, lad. But then you wouldn't know the kind of coin 3 healthy slaves like them ones'll bring us. I'll have a new ship and a new crew afore a single moon has passed. You hear that, chattel? You're each worth a shining bloody fortune, and ye've me to thank for helping you learn your true worth. Why does he say that like it's a good thing? Ignore this bleating sod. In fact, why don't you step back a ways? Yeah, go on. These coves are about to learn the consequence of breaking the code, and the discussion is likely to get messy. Nope. Did you not think we'd come for you? You can try to stifle your victim's screams in the darkments, but the shadows are always listening. Right. Off. I'm gonna start with these guys. They're gonna die a little bit easier, and then that's less things that are hitting me. Oh, not to mention this person's a healer. Get rid of the healer. They've got ads. Lovely. Like I'm on ad duty. dodos. And jeez, how many dodos are there? I hope you have some sort of heal, Jack. I can't heal you. Oh, jeez. Let's get the dodos. They die fast. Goodness gracious. Oh, okay, there's underfoot. Good. At least we're getting some help. This... Come kill the birds. Is that all of them? Yay! That's all of them. Thank you. I shudder to think what horrid fate awaited us had you not helped us to escape. I knew someone would come. You were just like the heroes in the stories. They always arrive at the perfect time and triumph over the villains. Do you think I could be a hero like you? And know I could be brave and strong too. I just know it. You don't want to be like me, lad. Listen now. Me and those coves there, we're the ones what the scary folk are afraid of. And that's 'cause we keep the rules for the world they live in. We don't much care if you shirk your chores or get into fights, but if you ever break the code and betray your mates, then that's when we'll come after you, no matter how far you run or how well you hide. Live your life like the hero you want to be, though, and you'll never need worry about that. Well, that's one way of discouraging a kid. I, you two can stubble it and all. What? I assume you are the citizens who were abducted by the Jolly Merchants. I am Captain Milala of the Yellow Jackets. Maelstrom Command has entrusted me in conducting you to safety. It's all right, lad. These folks will take care of you. Go on, you'd best not get left behind. We do all the hard work and they just swoop in and take credit for it. Was there aught else, Captain? Word on a new job? A job from me? For you? How patently absurd. Why, I'd rather hire a sewer rat to mine my larder. Was it during one of your jobs that you turned Aleport into a slaughterhouse? What dark age is this that we must employ assassins to enforce the law? Excuse me, we saved all of those slaves and freed them. It is this continued dalliance with underworld miscreants such as you that prevents Limsa Lamensa from ever fully expunging the stain of paracle pirates. Pirate infection. Look at those weapons you bear. A civilized person uses such implements to carve meat or peel fruit, and leaves them at the table where they belong. Do you perhaps clench them twixt your teeth as you swing over rails like the pirates you hunt? Our fair city has no place for those who refuse to abandon the brutish ways of the past. I don't like her. Oh, look at the look on her face. The only champions of justice this nation requires are the valiant and forthright soldiers of the Yellow Jackets. Jack, what the bloody hells does this cull want with us? I'm not the foggiest idea, love. Just smile and nod. I've not come here to be patronized. I've come to put a decisive end to piracy in all its forms. Consider this visit a gauntlet thrown at the collective feet of the Rogues Guild. Heed well my words. Just before dawn this very morn, a maelstrom vessel stocked with provisions was boarded and looted by pirates. Much of the cargo was stolen, and that is vexing indeed. But it is the theft to 3 items in particular, 3 unique treasures of nigh incalculable worth, that most distresses my martial colleagues. As for the brigades, they made well their escape, disappearing into the dawn's mist along with their precious plunder. A rum tale. What's it to do with us? I challenge you. A contest to reclaim these stolen treasures. Should my yellow jackets and I succeed in retrieving the greater share, I shall formally propose the abolition of the Rogues Guild. Upon review of your achievements, the Admiral will surely concede that your unscrupulous institution has outlived its usefulness. Ah, blow it out your waddle. I've better ways to spend me time. Oh, do you now? This incident constitutes a theft against the nation of Limsa Lamensa. Does that not violate your beloved code? If I'm not mistaken, you've no choice but to rise to the occasion. Unless, of course, you mean to slink back into your hole and abandon the fundamental precepts of your duty. All right. You screech and shrew. You've made your bloody point, and you'll be sorry that you did. I promise you that. I do not like the look on her face. Your paltry promises amount for naught in the face of my conviction. I shall not rest until Limsa Lamensa is free of every last buccaneer, scoundrel, and shadow-dwelling ne'er-do-well. Gotta talk weird, too. What now, Jack? For right now, we head back to the sisters. Okay. Um. Now let's go back to Airport so we can use the ferry to get back to Limsa. Ferry skipper. And we're in Limsa. Hopefully this put us right outside of the guild. I think. Yep. Let's see what Jack has to say. For we laughed that Milala's got some bollocks, and it seems she's done well with what whiffs of pirate stocks. I don't take kindly to Cole's pulling me strings, but the shrew is right. The code's been broken. We've a job to do. For these, from the sounds of it, though, them coves knew what they were about when they clothed them treasures. I'll need ye at your best. It's time you learn the art of mugging. What does that have to do? What I thought that's what they were against. Okay, rough up a call in just the right way, and he'll give up more than what he'd give if you. My goodness, if you just plain knocked him on his arse. Me and the lads'll be busy whittling the story on them bitten babbles, so you're free to head out and sharpen your skill. It might even be as you'll pocket some extra blunt while you're at it, eh? Okay, I want the gloves. Let's give up some decent gloves. Don't know why it won't give me the... Alright. That's done. We'll get prepared for, Imtera. Our next, I completely went blank. And then probably call it a night. We, got quite a bit accomplished. So to Gridania we go. Alright. Let's see. Talk to me on. At least she talks normally. Take a seat wherever you like, friend. Our waitress will come and take your... Oh, it's you, Katya Keisha. 'Tis so good to see you again. What's that? You're at Batteron's suggestion, you say? The foul-mouthed rogue sends me word that an adventurer might be along for the job, and it turns out to be you. Well, this makes things a lot easier, doesn't it? With regard to the task in question, there is a fair bit to tell. Let me know when you're ready to hear the details, and I shall brief you. Oh, I got some potions. Ooh, and I leveled up. Yay! Ready for the briefing? Good. Now then, here's the long and short of it. Beg pardons for interrupting, Mion, but our need grows even more pressing. Have none stepped forward? Okay, it's good. Sorry. I was looking at my I've got my the stream pulled up on my chat, I mean on my phone for the chat to be able to see it easier, and it looked like something had gone wrong, but it looks like it's okay. And good evening to you too, Bowlord. Your need must be pressing indeed for you to honor us with a visit. And the good news is your journey hasn't been wasted. I'm pleased to report that we have a volunteer at last, and one who comes highly recommended at that. Well, if it isn't our very own woman for all seasons. You certainly have a knack for appearing when you're most needed, Katyakisha. My thanks for answering the call. Now, time is of the essence, so I shall proceed directly to the heart of the matter. We wish for you to nip a potential threat to Gridania in the bud. Beneath the central shroud, there lies an underground burial site called the Tamtara Deepcroft. The place was once a Domoran settlement, but we Gridanians have long interred our dead there. Of late, however, shadowy figures have been seen sulking about the deep croft, and with ever increasing regularity. Based on the accounts of various witnesses, we suspect that these individuals belong to the Lambs of Dalamud, a doomsday cult which sprung up prior to the calamity. These zealots have proven themselves dangerous in the past, and we leave them to their own devices at our peril. Ordinarily, I would have dispatched my best men to scour the deep crop with orders to flush the cultists out. Alas, the calamity decimated our ranks, and the limited forces at my disposal are constantly required to keep the Exile at bay. Since we thwarted their attack on the Guardian Tree, the Birdmen have not allowed us a moment's respite. We have probed every ilm of our defenses in search of weakness, compelling me to spread our forces far more thinly than I would like. The situation of being the situation so being, we have no choice but to entrust the task of dealing with the Lambs of Dalamud to others. And we rely on you to handle this matter, Katyakisha? Yep, I can do it. You'll have my gratitude. Once you've seen to your preparations, pray make your way to the deep croft and identify yourself to the guard posted at the entrance. He will praise you of the latest developments. That is all. Be careful out there, you hear. May the crystal guide you and keep you. Yay! Mm, let's see. Take a chocobo porter out there. Is it slightly past that branch? I just noticed that I don't have the music turned on. Hmm. Almost there. On the plus side, it should take me to the edge of camp. And that's the way I need to go for Camterra. Go this way. There. Oh, and there's a diorite in the way. He's gonna aggro. Oh, I was trying to see if Edda and her group were out there, but it doesn't look like they are. Oh, come now. Okay. You are Katikisha Kotov. Take it. Thanks for helping us out, friend. No doubt the Bow Lord has already informed you, but your task is to enter the Deep Croft and purge it of the lamps of Dalamud. In case you're unfamiliar with them, the cult emerged shortly before the calamity put an end to the sixth astral era. The cultists took the lesser moon, Dalamud, for their god, believing that it would deliver them from the devastation. And so they were rather disappointed when Dalamud exploded into 1,000 flaming pieces before it could complete its descent. Now, having seen their god turn to ash, one would think that the cultists might feel moved to question their faith. On the contrary, it served only to stoke the flames of their fanaticism. We'd think that if their god exploded and Bahamut emerged from it, maybe they would go to worshipping Bahamut instead, rather than Dalamud. The Lambs of Dalamud are convinced that heretics, that is to say, everyone but them, interfered with the coming of their Lord and Savior, and that it's now their sacred duty to avenge him. Whatever it is they're doing in the Deep Croft, you may be sure that no good will come of it. For the sake of Gridania and Eorzea at large, put an end to their madness. All right. That is unlocked now. So, I'm gonna go back to town. I'm going to need to go to town anyways after I complete that. Just gonna ignore aggro. I'm running away anyway. And that way we're in a sanctuary and can get our rested experience. Go back to town. I'm sure I'm going to have to talk to Neon afterwards. Might as well go back. Save a trip. On the plus side, I don't have to talk to the guard to get into Hamtera. And then next week, we can hopefully get through both Tamtera and Copperbell. Those are both interesting. Back at the Blue Badger Gate. Go to the inn and log out of the inn. All right. Right, and that's it for today. Not exactly sure. I'm going to start up Amnesia. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do it Friday or Sunday. Sunday might be better for me work-wise. Speaking of work, next week's streams may be a little off schedule. My manager wants me to come in at 4 a.m. days, so if I say I have to go in at 4 a.m. on Tuesday, I don't want to stay up until 11, 12 o'clock on Monday. I'm gonna try my hardest to still do my streams, but they may not be exactly on the exact day or the exact time that I usually do. After that, I'm probably gonna go back to my regular shifts. She just needs help because somebody's family member passed away. We need help covering a shift. But I will still go on and do my Genshin stream and another Final Fantasy stream, and then we're gonna go back to Amnesia again. Thank you for watching. I'll try to have this up on YouTube tomorrow or at some point. YouTube is the same as Twitch. It's Katya Keisha. Same with my Twitter account. Twitter account is also Katya Keisha. There you can get updates and notifications when I'm going to go live. Usually post within like 30 minutes to an hour beforehand. This was a little late today. I think I did 20 minutes today. And again, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter, all Katya Keisha. And that's it. That's all I've got for today. Thank you. Have a good night.